Hello and welcome. Today's video is about knowing who we really are, particularly on whether we are this physical body that we see, feel, and experience all the time. Am I this physical body? Before I head for the topic, I want to say one or two things about who these videos are for and what you can expect on this channel, the Journey Within YouTube channel. First of all, the videos that will be uploaded here are meant for those who are genuinely curious about understanding themselves on a deeper level. So if you're sincerely interested in exploring your thoughts, your own feelings and emotions, and then going beyond them, if you have fundamental questions about the nature and purpose of your existence, then this channel is surely for you. It doesn't matter what your religious background is. It doesn't even matter whether you are a religious person or not. All that is needed is you must be open-minded. You must be really curious about the spiritual concepts. You must be keen to know the truth. You must have a sincere craving to find out your innermost nature. It's good to think of it as more of an unlearning process rather than traditional learning. I say this because some of the concepts that will be discussed here may contradict with your beliefs and understanding, what you have learned so far about reality, yourself, God, and the world outside. So it's like peeling back the layers of our understanding and rediscovering the truth that is already within us. I will try my best to simplify the topics so that they become easy and understandable for you. In case you have difficulty following me, please go slow. Pause the video whenever and wherever you want to. Rewind and watch again until you're clear about the teachings. So let us get started on today's lesson on knowing who we are. From a strictly spiritual angle, knowing oneself refers to knowing who we really are. Normally, if someone asks you who you are, you will say, I'm a businessman, or a doctor, or an engineer, a teacher, father, mother, housewife, etc. Whatever you said may be true, but that's the reality at a physical level. When I say physical level, I mean it has to do with one's physical body. Without the body, one cannot say, I'm a businessman, or a doctor, or a teacher. From a spiritual standpoint, we are not our bodies. Sri Adi Shankaracharya, the great Indian philosopher on Advaita Vedanta, says in one of his works, Tattva Bodha, that the gross body is subject to the 6 modifications or changes. And what are those modifications? To potentially exist, to be born, to grow, to mature, to decay, and to die. That is the physical body. We are not that body because we do not die. Our physical body dies, but the source of the physical body cannot die. Why? Because it was never born in the first place. So we are not this gross body. Even people who love us, they don't actually love our bodies. They love the life energy that is in us. Shankaracharya says in Bhaja Govindam that when one is alive, his family members inquire kindly about his welfare. But when the life air stops and the soul departs from the body, even his wife runs away in fear of the corpse. Isn't this true? Even though we love our loved ones so dearly, do we preserve their bodies after they die? No. We dispose them of according to our beliefs and customs as quickly as possible. Had the body been our loved one, we would preserve it, right? Therefore, instinctively, we know that the ones who we love are not their bodies. Likewise, our loved ones love us, not our body. However, neither we nor our loved ones recognize this fact, and we treat them and ourselves as mere bodies. Then who are we? And what are we? The answer that comes to our minds would be consciousness. But hang on, let's not jump to that conclusion immediately. We have to understand it logically and experientially. Truth has been spelled out in every scripture, but it doesn't become our truth unless we understand it from an experiential standpoint. We can only proceed to higher spiritual levels if we understand the level we are in currently. Once we understand the present level where we are in, we can find our way to move to the next level provided we have the interest. The reason why we identify ourselves with our body is because we see it and we feel it. So if that is so, we must ask this question. When do we see and feel our body? Do we see and feel our body all the time? The answer is no. We only see and feel our bodies when we are in our waking state. When we are asleep, we don't identify ourselves with our bodies, do we? This is because we don't see and feel our body when we are asleep. Now, before we can conclude that we are not our body, because we are not able to see and feel it when we are asleep, we must ask ourselves a few questions. The first question is about the experience that we have in sleep. The sleep that we know of and the sleep that we experience every single day comprises of two states. One, a state in which we have a dream experience, and two, a state in which we have no dreams. The phase of sleep where we have a dream experience is called a dream sleep. And the phase of sleep where we have no dreams is called deep sleep state. For the purpose of this video, in order to analyze whether we are this physical body or not, let us investigate dream sleep. We will cover the state of deep sleep later. Coming to dream sleep, we have to ask, do we experience this physical body in our dream sleep? The answer is no. We do not experience this body in our dreams. Of course, we do experience a body in our dreams, but that is a different body, our dream body. We leave this body on the bed when we move to sleep, and then we take a different body which we call the dream body. How do we substantiate this? The physical body in our waking state may be at a particular location and place, but the dream body may be at a different location and place. We may be sleeping in a hotel room in Bangalore, but we may dream ourselves having food with our loved ones in a restaurant in Delhi. Two different bodies in two different locations. Simple, right? We may be sleeping in a cozy room in a cool atmosphere with the air conditioner on, but in our dreams, we may be experiencing the heavy heat of a desert and sweating completely. If we use our intellect to understand both these states, we will agree that we have two bodies. One in the waking state and another in our dream state. Two different bodily experiences in two different places or locations. The next question we must ask is, well, I know all this, but do we exist in the dream? Yes, we do exist in our dreams. In the waking state, we identify the physical body as I, but in the dream state, we consider the dream body as I. Alright, what about the problems that we have in the physical body in our waking state? Do we experience them in the dream state? No, we do not experience it in our dream sleep because we own a different body in our dreams, which is our dream body. What about the bodily comforts that we experience in our waking state? That is different too. We may not experience the comforts of our waking physical body while we are in our dreaming dream body. Despite this, we exist in dream sleep, don't we? Just as we exist in the waking state, we exist in dream sleep also. The Mandukya Upanishad deals with this philosophy, and the Karikas, that is the explanatory commentaries on the Mandukya written by Gaudapada Acharya, who happens to be Adi Shankaracharya's teacher's teacher. Okay, that remark was just for reference. Coming back to our discussion, in order for this physical body to be really real, it must exist throughout all the states. The only truth that exists both in the waking state and the dream state is the I. That is our experience in both the states. Some people cannot move forward from this point. They will argue that the dream body is not real because we are not conscious. But that is not a valid argument because consciousness is a faculty of the brain, which again is part of the physical body. We are not talking about being conscious. We are talking about the knowing of our existence. In sleep, this physical body did not exist, but we existed. That is why we were aware of our dream experience. Most of us remember our dream even after we wake up from sleep, right? This means the I stands apart from the physical body in the waking state and the dream body in the dream state. Therefore, that witness, the I, should be the I that I really am. This is how we must deduce the truth about who I am. Some people will argue that the dream is a creation of the mind, whereas the physical body is not. This argument also cannot stand the test of truth, because we will not be able to experience this physical body without the mind. Just as our mind is the cause of our dream experience in dream sleep, Similarly, the same mind is the cause of our worldly experience in our waking state. If we lose our mind this very moment, we will not be able to experience this physical body even in this waking state. Therefore, we can conclude that it is because of the existence of the one mind that we are able to experience this physical body in the waking state and the dream body in the dream state. Is that clear? Good. Also, there is an important point that we must not ignore. The logic that we bring to prove that the physical body in the waking state is more real can only be brought when we are in our waking state. Can we make this argument while we are in our dream sleep? No. Likewise, the logic and arguments we make in our dream sleep is very different. Though the dream is a dream, we still feel happy when we have happy dreams and suffer when we have unhappy dreams. This means we have different arguments in the dream state compared to the waking state. Later, when we wake up from sleep, we realize the foolishness of the arguments we made in our dream sleep. Likewise, the arguments that we make in the waking state will also not stand the test of truth when we become awakened, enlightened, or self-realized. The great Indian enlightened masters have proved this point beyond doubt. One final argument that people make is that other people around us who are awake while we are asleep can still see, feel, and experience our physical body, and therefore this physical body is real. The counter-argument for this is that these people who we are talking about are also part of our waking world, and they are only part of our world when we are in the waking state. So, if the waking world is not real, then their testimonies cannot also be accepted as real. Think about this. Doesn't the same thing happen in dream sleep too? Do we consider the testimonies provided by people in our dreams to be real and go by them when we wake up? No, not at all. We are not so foolish. Therefore, just as the testimonies of people in our dream sleep cannot be considered true, we cannot consider the testimonies of people in our waking state also to be true, because they are just two different states. Hence, that does not stand the test of truth. So we can conveniently conclude that the I that I am is not this body. The real I is separate from the physical body and the dream body. The waking state and the dream state are simply two states, and I is the experiencer. If the dream is not real, then the waking state also cannot be real. If the waking state is not real, then this physical body cannot be the I that I think I am. Now let us reflect on this for a couple of minutes. Close your eyes gently and take a few deep breaths. Inhale slowly, feeling the air fill your lungs, and exhale, letting go of any tension or stress. Allow your body to relax with each breath. Now, shift your attention inward. Focus on the feeling of your breath, the natural rhythm of inhalation and exhalation. As you breathe, bring your awareness to the sense of I am. Feel the presence of your own existence. Simply be aware of the feeling of your being. Now consider your physical body. Acknowledge its sensations, its form, and its presence. Ask yourself, am I limited to this body? Is this body truly who I am? Observe any thoughts or sensations that arise without judgment. Allow yourself to sit with the question and feel into the essence of your being. As you continue to breathe and inquire within, notice if there is a sense of separation between your awareness and the physical body. Explore the boundaries of this I am feeling. Now gently expand your awareness beyond the physical body. Ask yourself, can I exist without identifying with this form? What is the nature of the I that transcends this body? Feel the subtle energies within. Notice the expansiveness of your consciousness. You are not confined to the body. You are the observer of the body. Now consider your experiences during dream sleep. Reflect on the times when you have dreamt and experienced a different reality with a different body. Notice how, in the dream state, you still maintained a sense of I am. Even though the physical body in your waking state was temporarily set aside. Doesn't this go to prove that your consciousness transcends both the waking and dream states? As you are in this state, allow any insights or realizations to naturally emerge. Be patient with the process and let go of all expectations. Remember, this is a journey of self-discovery. You are peeling back the layers of identification with the physical form to reveal the essence of your true self. This is the journey within. Continue to breathe and inquire, staying fully present. Allow your awareness to come to this moment. becoming aware of your physical body and your surroundings. When you feel ready, you may gently open your eyes. Welcome back. Take a moment to get back to the present state, carrying with you the awareness of your true being. This practice of getting to know your true self is a powerful tool on your journey within. Mind you, you may have to watch this video a couple of times and also do the meditation a few times to get to a clear understanding that you are not your body, which is very important on our way forward, especially in the future videos. I have a request. Please share your experience of the video and the meditation also, and let me know if this strategy is helpful in your journey towards realizing your true self. Thank you so much, and I hope to see you in the next lesson very soon. Until then, have a great time and enjoy your living.